as you watch here courtside early on here in the season.
You want to see which players have made the progression in the offseason, added things to their games, particularly those young players that you know have a lot of potential. Have they added shooting range? Have they added things to their handle and give them a little bit more escapability?
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Bodyguard is out there with Barnes. Then there's lights out. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Andrews in at the point guard position. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And the pull will go against the Prodigy. That is his first foul of the game.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
And the Raptors with the ball. Outside, Barrett. To the inside. Inside. They get a hand on it. Here's Silk. Last game he had 28 points. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's the Bodyguard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Pass to Washington. Over Barrett. Washington, that's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside, Barrett. Barnes with it. Now defended by Flyer. Lee against Washington. 5 to shoot. Andrews passes to the body. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Dallas.
It's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of... Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Barrett in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Wright. Has to flag. Here's Silk. Fades away. And it's the Bodyguard with a rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with the Mavericks head coach. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's the pick. Pass to Andrews. Barnes against Wright. Barnes, it's good.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Here's Flag. Here's Silk. Offline with a 3.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Washington against Barrett. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Washington grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to right. Back to Washington. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Silk. Some solid defense from Barrett.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots. You've not made one of them.
The bodyguard. The pass to Skinny. Here's the bodyguard. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Second. Let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. Fourth, the Raptors.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Silk. Grant with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams. You wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
One shot. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Hammers the lob through.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feet might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And play stops. So whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Barnes, and the officials will call the illegal screen here. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Silk. Back to right. Shot clock at 6. Stolen. Here's Lee for 3. They get it back. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Washington outside. Silk, pass to right. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
It's Barrett on the wing, hounded by Wright. Barnes with a screen on Washington. And it's Andrews missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Washington outside. Pass to Silk. There's the triple. The shot won't fall.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Here's Barrett. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, that's a big-time grid by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guy.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do. In terms of motivation, what they said to you. Hey man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Yeah. Work constant, check up steady maintenance. Yeah. You might lose homies, you might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do. In terms of motivation, what they said to you. Hey man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Yeah. Work constant, check up steady maintenance. Yeah. You might lose homies, you might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they
Mavericks trail by 6. Now Wright. Still no points. And the layup is good off the glass.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Pass to Lee. Inside. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Right, pass to Silk. Elbow shot. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Silk's got his second basket of the night.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Lee misses.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful.
Take a break.
They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And he drops the first. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he maybe looked really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
And so he hits both. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Right outside. Pass to Silk from deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Silk's got 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Down low. Here's the body guard. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
They grab their own miss. Back to Barnes. Another shot. Lee misses.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy the bucket right now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. P.J. Washington is playing for his hometown team. He said, I grew up in Dallas from 2nd grade to 10th grade. Being home is great. There's no pressure at all. It's just exciting. I look at it as an opportunity to be aggressive, win games, and just be me. It's a dream come true. Brian, back to you.
They're happy to have him. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
Here's Andrews, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Cash money from 16 feet away. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Here's Wright, coming off a 12-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lively. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. To the middle. Right wing. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Here's Washington. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. Pulls up, high post. Right with the board.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Now here's Lively. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Washington outside. No good from outside.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
The 3 from Barnes. And it's flagged with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. Washington finds Wright. Screen by Lively to the paint. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes everything you want from a young big.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. To Andrews. going for the lob. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And you have to admit, their work in the paint has been exceptional.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night.
Murray Borders. One shot.
Drafting Cooper Flagg, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade doors.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now, and obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
Just two to shoot. Cuts off the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's the bodyguard. He's got 10. Pass to Andrews. 6 to shoot from 12 feet. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Andrews has got 7 points in the game.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
Bagley, a screen on Barnes. Inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Marvin Bagley III. One shot.
Raptors lead by 6. Middleton looking around. Here's Andrews. He's got 7. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Oh, got a piece of it. Christie with the ball. Middleton covering. Christie against Middleton. Marshall on the wing. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And that's just superb awareness right there by the rookie Flagg. That kind of selfless attitude is big for team chemistry.
Here's Andrews. Barnes with a screen on Jones. And they recover it, the bodyguard. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Oh, he'll wear you down from the way he glides it out on the offensive glass.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Raptors. They're up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Marvin Bagley is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Wright in at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Yeah, that one's good. Bagley.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Right. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray Boyles. Barrett passes to Quickly. Barrett is screen on right. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. Barrett can't hit.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Bagley. Now here's Wright. He's covered closely. Silk with the bucket. All right, boys, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that six-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Bagley is screened on quickly. Here's Wright. Bagley passes to Silk. Ooh, excellent D there from Quickly. Raptors lead by 4. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Mamukelashvili. And the Raptors another 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Wright. Got a piece of it. Quickly with the ball. Pass to Lee. Here's Murray Boyles. Just 4 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Silk. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's good on the lay-in. Silk's got 13.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line for a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
3 shots.
Good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. Makes all 3.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Right outside. Pass to Silk. What a terrific move that is. Silk's got 7 points here in the quarter. Here's Mamukelashvili. Here's Lee. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
And there's the screen. Here's Lee. And it's good. fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Toronto shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Lee, 1 shot.
Shooting 1.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Silk, coming off a 28-point game against Washington.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Here's Silk. Marshall on the wing. The baseline J. And it's right missing.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Lee, the pass to Mamukelashvili. And here's Quickly. Pass to Lee from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 12-point Raptor lead.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And stolen by Barrett. Here's Lee. 14 points for him. Here's Quickly. Gafford grabs the miss.
Oh, missed and chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Here's Murray Boyles. That one is off.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Bagley. And Flagg subbed in for Marshall. Here's Andrews. He has 7. Barnes with a screen on right. 3 on the clock. Here's Andrews. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Here's Lee. He's got 14. And Lively, missing most of last season with an ankle fracture. He's back in action, Doris.
I am so excited about the potential of this young man, Brian. We know he has been a defensive force. As an athletic 7-footer, he gives you elite rim protection. He's a tremendous screener early in his career. And believe tell you, there are layers to his offensive game that can be built upon. His future is so bright.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And so here is Toronto after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end. Offensive board. Here's Lee. Pass to Andrews. No good on the triple.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Here's the teardrop. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Barnes with it. Now Wright defending. Barnes against Wright. Barnes gets it to go inside.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Mavericks trail by 8. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Pass to Silk. Fires the three. Rebound by the Raptors. The bodyguard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Andrews. Pounded by Wright. Here's the bodyguard. The three is up. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Silk. 20 points for him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. One falls, so he hits both of them.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Middleton outside. Oh, he picked him clean. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And it's Wright missing.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see.
Ooh, poked away. Here's Lively. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, a young mid with great focus. Derek Lively just plays right through the whistle for the end one.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Number 6. First personal.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
At the line for Dallas. Lively. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Lively.
Derek Lively, one of those guys so easy to root for. Plays with a high motor. He's all about winning. A very team-oriented guy.
Now here's Middleton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact with the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
1:46 left in the first half. Now here's Wright. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Silk. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. Silk's got 25 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Lee. He's guarded by Washington. And the basket is good. And the Raptors lead by 2. Here's Flag. Back to Wright. Pass to Silk. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, he's in his bag right now. See his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Wright. Now here's Lively. Pass to Silk from deep three-point land. Rebound Toronto. The Bodyguards got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Middleton. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
14 foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Here's Silver. 28 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front. Up 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie the Force. Allie.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Wright. So for Toronto right now, we've got R.J. Barrett, and it's Barnes in at the 4. And a slam dunk by Lively.
You just put it in the vicinity of Derek Lively. You think you overthrow it, Lively goes and gets it.
To the inside, Wright with a steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Silk. Sinks it from distance. Silk's got 31 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Lee. And a big-time jam right there.
And that's playing big right there. Jack hammers it down.
Went up with some bad intentions. Wow, that had some power on it. Now here's Lively. Pass to Silk. Launches it. Another three for Dallas.
He's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Outside Barnes. Here's Andrews. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Andrews has got 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Soper. He's got 34. Drops in the three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Barrett. The three from Barnes. Kept alive. And the basket by the bodyguard. 16 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. But that's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's Lively. He's got 9. Right outside. Clock at 6. The three from Washington. Rebound by the Raptors.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Lee. Here's the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Toronto trailing. Pass to Barrett. Here's Lee. Outside Barnes for the lead. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
George, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
B.A., those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
Here's Washington following the three-point basket by Toronto. Pass to Silk. Tracks up a three. Rebound Toronto. Barnes passes to Skinny. Outside Barrett. Here's the bodyguard. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Tipped. Here's Andrews. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to right. Pass to Silk. The three is up. Again, the miss by Dallas. For Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Checked in. Now on the floor for Dallas, number 20, Daniel Gafford.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass the flag. Here's Silk. 37 points for him. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Silk's got 39.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. Silk's got 42 in the game.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Pass to Lee. Here's the bodyguard. The 3, Barrett. And the three-pointer goes. Barrett's got 5 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Wright. Tight defense on him. Now Washington, guarded by Barrett. 5 on the clock. Here's Silk. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. Toronto has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Barrett passes to Lee. Here's the bodyguard. Pass to Andrews. Again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Gafford passes to Silk. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
He knocks down the first one. Shot's good from the stripe. And so here is Toronto. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Barrett. Toronto passing it around. The open shot by Barnes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, push-shot preparation was on point.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Andrews. Give him 20. Outside Barnes. The 3 ball. And the Raptors another 3.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Right outside. Pass to Silk. Rejected.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Down low. Here's Flagg. Lays it up and in off a pretty assist. Flagg's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, once Flagg gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Lee. Takes a three. The shot no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Silk. He's got 44. The shot that time not on target. Here's Andrews. Hits a three-pointer. Andrews has got 26 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Quick shot, big shot, threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down on the law? Yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down on the law? Yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down on the law? Yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down?
Toronto making a switch here. Quickly's checked in. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Dallas. 7-point differential.
Andrews. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Christie. Back to Jones. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Lee. 18 points for him. And the basket by Andrews.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Jones sets a screen. Oh, there's the alley. Inside. Here's the bodyguard. Oh, he jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Andrews. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
And so here is Toronto. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Pass to Andrews. There's the three. Knocks down the triple. Andrews has got 34.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
There's the screen by Marshall. Here's Jones. Rebound by the Raptors. The bodyguards.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Barnes, it's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Jones feels it out. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Marshall. And now the Raptors on the break. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Jones. No points so far. Bagley sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Marshall passes to Jones. Can they get it? Deflected! 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lee. To the paint. Here's the bodyguard. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Well, that's the unselfish play right there. They are very comfortable letting quickly run the offense.
Now here's Jones. To the middle. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
They getting wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot-around right now. We got to stay in their body. They're just getting shots after shots. Wide open shots, and our shots are all contested.
Boy, that's happy Jason Kidd pointing to the effort his guys are giving, or lack thereof.
Yeah, they're not being serious about it. Missing assignments, losing focus, that's not how you get it done.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Najee Marshall. Marvin Bagley is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Wright in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Silk. A deep 3. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Here's Wright, following the bucket by the Raptors. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
Pass to Lee. Over Bagley. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Silk. Middleton covering. Here's Silk. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Middleton. Here's Lee. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Wright's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Silk. The 3. It's deflected. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Middleton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Intelligent play by Middleton. Now, he does what he can to ensure he gets fouled while in the act.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Middleton. Granted, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
It's both from the stripe. And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, B.A., is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the inside. It's stolen. Right outside. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Takes the 3. Lee misses.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Right on the right side. Pass to Silk. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Lee's got 23 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Marshall outside. Pass to Silk. Goes up at the stripe. And he connects with a jumper. Silk's got 49 in the game.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Here's Lee. Middleton outside. Here's Murray Boyles. And there's the lob. Stolen by Gafford. Pass to Silk. And so the NBA draft is now 2 days. How much of a difference do you think that makes, Greg?
You know, I think it shows the increasing importance of second-round picks. With teams up against the cap, they need that cheap depth. And also, it's an opportunity to get TV viewers over 2 days rather than just one.
Back to Marshall. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Silk. Pass to right. Marshall inside. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. For 3, the bodyguard. The second chance points on the tip-in. The bodyguard's got 25 points.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And the call is going to be, yes, on a legal screen.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Bagley, and Flagg subbed in for Marshall. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Chris Middleton. Here's the bodyguard. Lee, the pass to Skinny. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Andrews. 17-foot shot on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. There's the screen. Here's Silk. Puts up a 3. And again for 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Now here's Washington. Here's Silk.
A calm in the storm, and these fans are feeling it.
He's been raining them down from outside. En route to the most triples in a game in franchise history. Now right. Clock at 6. Here's flag. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Here's the bodyguard. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Derek Lively on the wrong end of that one.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
Here's Silk. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Outside Barrett. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Lively. Knocked loose. And stolen by Barrett. Here's Lee. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Lee's got 9 points now in the second half.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Andrews. Pass to Barnes. Here's the bodyguard, covered by Lively. Here's Lee. Shot clock at 6. There's the double with Wright. And the officials call goaltending. So they'll award the basket. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Washington passes to Silk. Oh, another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Andrews. Outside Barnes. Here's Lee. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Here's Lee. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Silk.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Flag, guarded by Barrett. Right, the pass to Silk. Launches a 3. Rebound Toronto. The bodyguard's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And here is Barrett. Outside Barnes. Back to Barrett. Pass to Andrews. Connects from downtown. Andrews has got 37.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the bodyguard.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Here's Andrews. Oh, they pick off the pass. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Washington passes to Wright. 17 seconds left in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. Silk. Again, the miss by Dallas. Barrett with it. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.